Let's look at the top headlines first. 10th and 11th IRB recruitment results will be announced after the conclusion of the 12th Manipur State Assembly session, says CM N. Biren Singh. One more accused involved in manufacturing of brown sugar busted by Thoubal police at Moijing Meena Bazaar arrested. Prime Minister's street vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi Mahotsav celebrated in Imphal today. And India logs 14,813 new COVID-19 cases, 36 deaths in last 24 hours. Daily positivity rate at 3.48%. Welcome to ELITETV Primetime English News at 6. I'm Utpala. Before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government. Wear face masks when out in public, wash hands regularly, and maintain a minimum distance of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play a part in the fight against COVID-19. Now the news in detail. Chief Minister N. Biren Singh today announced that the 10th and 11th IRB recruitment results for Manipur will be announced after the conclusion of the ongoing 12th Manipur State Assembly session. CM N. Biren made this announcement during the general discussion hour on the second day of the Manipur State Assembly session.
IRB in Loro had IR10 11 IRB in a Pirkibani, Madugi recruitment process to COVID like Hibakari Labusina, Tender, other Madu, just Assembly Hill, Hyper, result out already. Knowing in the Marks, the honorable members in the Nuaina awareness line up a canoe highway patrolling, with bulletproof GPS Hapakanda, Gari Sikarai, the with proper dress, uniform. Taurkanda, Canada, Gari, National Highway Mau Hogiman, the Gari Taru, the Mori Hogimanunga Gari, subject to correction. Taruk Taret, Aduzik, Imphal Ziribangi, Gari Taragani, Tungagalera, Madu Manning the Pandanaba, GPS Hapa and Mosika, the Muktogi and Kangana. I don't know, improved Tore.
Health Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan today maintained that COVID warriors will be given priority when there are recruitments in the government departments. Minister Ranjan made the statement as a reply to the questions raised by Kangabo Assembly Constituency MLA O. Suraj Kumar during the second day of the 12th Manipur State Assembly session, which will continue for the next 11 days. During the session, MLA Suraj Kumar questioned how much funds were utilized during the COVID pandemic in the state and detailed reports on any initiative or allowance offered to the doctors and nurses. In reply to the query of the MLA, Health Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan maintained that the detailed report will be tabled as soon as possible and priority will be given to the COVID warriors in any recruitment of the state government.
In case of any recruitment process, the priorities will be given. We still stand by that. Any further recruitment process, the saying genuine work to give us certified, since incentives, exact amount, department, whatever, as for the people, warrior, we will look into it that they get their due benefit. Thank you.
President of Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee K. Megachandra said that the harassment to the Congress President Sonia Gandhi and former party chief Rahul Gandhi by summoning them multiple times to the Enforcement Directorate is unreasonable and puny, therefore it must be stopped immediately. K. Megachandra made the statement during Satyagraha Andolan at Congress Bhavan at BT Road today. Speaking to media persons, K. Meghachandra further said that party leaders, members and workers in the capital and other parts of the country are staging the Satyagraha Andolan against the Enforcement Directorate summons to Sonia Gandhi. He said during a time when National Herald newspaper was facing a downfall, Congress party extended help to them. However, in opposition to their aid, they framed the Congress party in a money laundering case and filed an FIR case with no proper proof or detailed report. On the baseless issue framed against the Congress party, Rahul Gandhi was harassed for more than 50 hours for 5 to 6 days. Condemning this harassment to the Congress leaders, they staged the Satyagraha Andolan across the country. K. Meghachandra continued.
Amit Shah, Amit Shah, Rahul Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, Congress Party.
भारत की प्राइम मिनिस्टर अमदी भारत की होम मिनिस्टर ना कांग्रेस की लीडर मरुइन ओपोजिशन की लीडर सिंह दा हंजन हंजन अटैक तौबा अहन बदा राहुल गांधी जी अमुक ईडी की ऑफिस तक कौरे अदगी मैदाम अमुक कौरे हुजिकसु राहुल गांधी जी अकोई ऑफिस ता गी थोकपदा फारगा अरेस्ट तौई अदुना अकोई हुजिक असिगुम्बा मरम चातना कौबसिगिदमक मतम पुनमक्ता अखोइना मसिगी अगेंस्ट लेपी लोइना ईडी ना कौबसे मसि यामना मरम चादे लेबा सिगी सिगुम्बा इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग एजेंसी लेरिबा ईडी यामना फ्रीली अदगी यामना फेयरली इन्वेस्टिगेशन तौनबा लेरिबा सुम्बा इन्वेस्टिगेशन एजेंसी सिंगसे बीजेपी की तुल लोइना खुलाई ओइना सिनरकपसे अखोय याम नुवाइते अखोय मसिगिदमक्ता कंडेम तौई लोइना वी always stand against this move.
On the other hand, Congress interim President Sonia Gandhi today appeared before the Enforcement Directorate in Delhi for the second round of questioning in the National Herald case. She was accompanied by her daughter and party leader Priyanka Gandhi Vadra. Sonia Gandhi's son and Congress leader Rahul Gandhi was also questioned for 5 days in this case earlier. Rahul and Sonia Gandhi are being probed under the provisions of Prevention of Money Laundering Act in this case. Meanwhile, Delhi police today detained Congress leader Rahul Gandhi at Vijay Chowk as he, along with other Congress leaders, were protesting against the Enforcement Directorate questioning party chief Sonia Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi, accompanied by his security personnel, was whisked away in a police van. Rahul Gandhi was sitting on a road near Vijay Chowk as part of the dharna. The protesting Congress leaders holding placards raising slogans against the ED and central government. There was a heavy police deployment, including paramilitary and rapid action force. Initially, the police began detaining other leaders, including women MPs, and at last, Dipendra Singh Hooda and Rahul Gandhi were left on the spot. As a follow-up of the investigation of the case, FIR registered under ND and PS added 29 ND and PS Act related to the busting of brown sugar factory on 14 June 2022 at Moijing Meena Bazar by Thoubal District Police, leading to the arrest of one Thoubal Mayum Ahmadi Bibi, 48 years, along with massive seizure of brown sugar and further arrest of 8 involved persons. Thoubal police team again arrested another person involved in the case yesterday around 2:30 p.m. The arrested person has been identified as Thiam Sanjit alias RK, 58 years, son of late Thiam Liklai Singh from Thoubal Kiam Litanpok Lekai. He was involved in the manufacturing of brown sugar busted by the Thoubal police team. The arrested person has been remanded into police custody for further investigation. Massive efforts are still on to arrest others involved in the drug manufacturing racket, police sources said. Minister of State for External Affairs and Education Dr. R.K. Ranjan Singh today attended Svanidhi Mahotsav celebrations hosted by the Manipur Urban Development Agency. Dr. R.K. Ranjan Singh was accompanied by Yumnam Khemchan Singh, Minister of RD and PR, and Mahod Government of Manipur. During the event, the Prime Minister's Street Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi PM Svanidhi scheme was launched by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, Government of India in June 2020 to empower street vendors by not only extending loans to them, but also for their holistic development and economic upliftment. The scheme aimed to facilitate collateral-free working capital loans of up to 10,000 rupees of one-year tenure to approximately 50 lakh street vendors to help resume their businesses in the urban areas, including surrounding peri-urban rural areas. PM Swanidhi scheme was launched as a part of the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan with the primary objective to provide collateral-free micro-working capital loans to street vendors who were adversely impacted due to the pandemic. Since its launch, PM Swanidhi has scaled many milestones, and till date, 30.3 lakh street vendors have availed credit under this scheme. The scheme has become one of the fastest growing credit schemes of the country till date. The Swanidhi Mahotsav is being celebrated in 75 cities across India as part of AKAM India's 75th year of independence, under the aegis of the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, to honor the street vendors with PM Swanidhi demonstrating good credit discipline, digital behavior and business acumen. During his remarks, MOS Dr. R.K. Ranjan Singh highlighted the importance and contributions of street vendors to the economy of the country. He also highlighted the importance of good credit discipline for growth of any business. He handed over various awards to participating street vendors for maintaining credit discipline, adoption of digital transactions under PM Swanidhi, and also to the 3 best performing banks in credit disbursement under PM Swanidhi scheme. A short play by Team Nokfade and other cultural performances concluded the event. It's time for a short break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Kindergarten Montessori School affiliated to CBSE New Delhi. Admission open for the academic session 2022-23 for Class 11 Science and Arts. Admission fee ₹5,000 only for self-school students and ₹8,000 only for other school students. Kindergarten Montessori School has been continuously producing best result in Class 10. Facilities are separate school buildings for secondary and senior secondary, scenic landscape school campus, eco-friendly school campus, CCTV camera of all class, separate science laboratory and library room, 24 hours Wi-Fi internet on school campus. ATL Robotics Lab, van service available. For more details, please contact Principal, Kindergarten Montessori School, Sagol Bantakil Kolom Laikai, Imphal West.
Sareng macha marangkay na fangbiragani. Size ki matung ina mamal tungan-tungan na laygani, inchi 2.5 inchi 3 fawba laygani. Mamal na lupa yangkay dagi lupa chama fawba laygani, lagli batang kun mapan thatarit ingasangani kun nitoy dagi. Laubi ba yaragani, mangjong na order tawbi horo, hana order tawba miyoy da hana pizagani, aduka sareng ki machunjaksu marangkay na fanggani, loy na sareng yopagi technique su takani. Fangfama madi contact tawfam Soibam Sur Chandra Singh, International and National Awardee in PC Culture, Managing Director cum Proprietor of A. Stomba and Sons, Pingwa Farm, Yang Thang Mamang Laikai. Contact number 7085787932, Natraga 9366175942, Natraga 9366061490.
The pinnacles of success. Get enrolled to one of the finest schools in Northeast India, UNACO School. Excellence in Education.
HIV IBC lambi mari khaktada miyoy amadagi amada sindui.
HIV positive oiba mama mapadagi machada.
Sakhangdaba miyoy singa kondom yaudana yuman mari thamba matamda HIV sandui.
Mi amaga yatum siren waiduna sizinabada HIV sandui.
Ana layengda ikapa matamda HIV test tobada ikapa labadi HIV sandui.
Jang naina amadi niyom chumna kondom sizinabana HIV dagi ngakthokpon.
Sexual transmitted infection STI.
Haibadi pinungi laina dagi sungar thokpongami.
Aduga angang pamdrabadi kondom sizinabiyo.
HIV haiba virus asina mipung khudimagda sokhali.
Masigi namkhai leite chahi lining kanglup natraga nupa nupi angang khaide.
Masina mi amadagi amada mathang sindokpongam.
ꯑꯩꯅ ꯑꯗꯣꯝꯕꯨ ꯁꯤꯡꯅꯔꯤ HIV ꯇꯦꯁ ꯇꯧꯅꯕꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯑꯗꯣꯝꯕꯨ ꯁꯤꯡꯅꯔꯤ ꯀꯣꯟꯗꯣꯝ ꯁꯤꯖꯤꯟꯅꯕꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛ
ꯑꯩꯅ ꯑꯗꯣꯝꯕꯨ ꯁꯤꯡꯅꯔꯤ ꯃꯁꯥꯕꯨ HIVꯗꯒꯤ ꯀꯟꯖꯅꯕ HIV/AIDS ꯒꯤ ꯃꯔꯝꯗ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ ꯀꯨꯞꯄ ꯃꯔꯣꯜ ꯈꯪꯅꯕꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛ
AIDS toll-free number 1097 ꯗ ꯐꯣꯟ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯌꯨ
English Hindi natraga Manipuri da wari saba yagani
ꯅꯥꯀꯣ AIDS app su download ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯁꯤꯖꯤꯟꯅꯕꯤꯌꯨ
Admissions open for class 11.
Student Care Girls Hostel, Come Tutorial Center, Ghari Makhalikai, Imphal West 795140. Subjects offered are English, Physics, Biology, Manipuri, Chemistry and Mathematics. Special features: 24-hour CCTV camera monitor campus, special tuition facilities by well-experienced teachers from reputed higher secondary schools, free van services, free career counseling, free study materials for all subjects, and unit-wise test series. Contact us on 700-568-1226 or 708-593-5854. Welcome back. You're watching ELITETV English News. Chief Minister Nungthombam Biren Singh today said that the state government is all set to blacktop all the drains in Imphal area as well as district headquarters to have smooth and good road and bridge connectivity. He said the state government has also discussed with the Works Minister and has set up a plan and policy for the road connectivity in village areas that are not under PMGSY to construct a proper concrete road connectivity. Chief Minister N. Biren made the statement while attending Kargil Vijay Divas celebration at the banquet hall of 1st Manipur Rifles today. Speaking at the function, Chief Minister Biren further said that for the construction of the concrete road, the state government reached out to the Economic Board of Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank AIIB, where they have recommended a sanction fund of 2,800 crore rupees. Once the state receives the fund, blacktopping works of roads and drains in Imphal and other district headquarter areas will begin construction. These black-topped roads will last for 30 to 40 years, Chief Minister N. Biren said. Meanwhile, speaking in connection with today's Kargil Vijay Divas celebration, Chief Minister N. Biren said that the day marks the victory of the Indian Armed Forces in Operation Vijay in 1999 when they evicted the infiltrators backed by the Pakistani army from high outposts in the southern side of Ladakh in Kargil sector. The Kargil war was fought for 74 days with the Pakistani army and ended with India regaining control of all the previously held territories. However, 527 brave soldiers of India sacrificed their lives for the country in the battle. The Kargil Vijay Divas is celebrated across the nation in remembrance to its war heroes and pays tributes to the martyrs in the Kargil war, Chief Minister N. Biren continued.
Bharat Lami Singhi, Aura Paraba, Matona, Amadi Katopogi Guluna, Bharat Gelin Katamba, Vilai Degi, Adumba, Pakistan, Lami Singh. तांथोक्टुना मपू फाबा भारत के सबसबा सॉवरेंटी कंट्री में की सॉवरेन कंट्री में फिर अब थमगम की बने मुझे ते कोई नशी लंबी सेमनी मथन सही काइनी अखोई नोंग सिसु कुता म अदगे अखोई की क्वालिटी सिसु आई अपेल तोंगे क्वालिटी सिमदि अखोई ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर श्री ओबी लंबी की सिमदि मसिमदि कंप्रोमाइज तोगुम से एनी ग्वांगली को हाजरी से but lambi sine hena priority gira kanda koi madumadi compromise sangada bida kana ai ona haninge.
Kargil Vijay Divas is celebrated across the country today. The nation remembers its war heroes and pay tribute to the martyrs of Kargil Vijay Divas. The day marks the victory of the Indian Armed Forces in Operation Vijay in 1999 when they evicted the infiltrators backed by the Pakistani army from high outposts in the Kargil sector. The Kargil war was fought for more than 60 days and ended with India regaining control of all the previously held territories. The victory of Tiger Hill was one of the crucial achievements in the 60-day-long conflict. Indian soldiers fought the Kargil war under the toughest conditions on difficult terrain at an altitude of 18,000 feet. On the occasion of Kargil Vijay Divas today, newly sworn President Draupadi Murmu bowed to all the brave soldiers who laid down their lives to protect the country. In a tweet, President Murmu said Kargil Vijay Divas is a symbol of extraordinary valor and determination of the armed forces. She said all the countrymen will always be indebted to armed forces and their family members. On Kargil Vijay Divas, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu today paid tributes to valiant soldiers who displayed unwavering patriotism and unmatched gallantry in protecting the nation in 1999. VP Naidu said the nation is ever indebted to the martyrs of Kargil for their supreme sacrifice. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today on Kargil Vijay Divas saluted all the brave sons of the country who have accomplished their valor in the defense of the motherland. He said Kargil Vijay Divas is a symbol of pride of Mahabharat. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh said that on Kargil Vijay Divas, India salutes the bravery, courage and sacrifice of the armed forces. He said they fought valiantly in extremely harsh conditions to defend our motherland. Rajnath Singh said their act of valor and indomitable spirit will remain etched forever as a defining moment in India's history. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh today paid tributes to the fallen soldiers who fought valiantly during Kargil War at National War Memorial in New Delhi this morning. The three service chiefs, Army Chief General Manoj Pandey, Navy Chief Admiral R. Hari Kumar and Air Force Chief Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chaudhary also paid tributes at the National War Memorial. To pay its homage to the fallen heroes, 44 Assam Rifles under the aegis of 22 Sector IGR East organized befitting wreath laying at a memorial at Tamenglong. The commandant led the unit in paying its homage to fallen national heroes, including 5 from Manipur. To further spread the message of peace, prosperity and happiness along with the Indian Army, Assam Rifles Mobile Jhanda Yatra flag rally was organized by the unit. On this occasion, the battalion also inaugurated Veteran Sadan, a 2-bedroom for ex-servicemen of the district. This fully furnished guest room would facilitate the veterans from far-flung areas coming to district headquarters for various reasons. The facility can be booked with nominal rental charges. As part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, this has been dedicated to the veterans of Tamenglong district. It may be recalled that the Kargil War was fought between May to July 1999 in the Kargil district of Jammu and Kashmir along the LOC, in which India emerged victorious against all odds. 26 July is dedicated to the martyred soldiers of the Kargil War. The village-level federations under Lairigingbam Laikai Gram Panchayat in association with Social Welfare, R&D and PR, Agriculture, Health and Textile Department, Government of Manipur organized a one-day Convergence Achievement Mela today. The Mela, organized at the playground of Lairigingbam Laikai High School, was held under the sponsorship of Manipur State Rural Livelihoods Mission, Panchayat Raj Institute and CBO Convergence Project, Government of Manipur. More than 30 stalls opened in the Mela benefited the visitors. Laifam Kunau Zilla Parishad member L. Olen, Haingang City Block BDO Ilangbam Amuthoy, Lairigingbam Laikai Gram Panchayat Pradhan H. Tumbi and many others attended the event. United Committee, Manipur UCM deeply condoled the untimely demise of former Secretary Account Thongam Danabir of Kasham Thong Merang Ningthau Lekai. Thongam Danabir held the post of Secretary Account of UCM from 2009 to 2012. On his demise, members of UCM observed 2-minute silence at its office located at Lamphel today as a mark of respect and prayed for the departed soul to rest in peace in heavenly abode. UCM also shared the grief with the bereaved family members, UCM said in a press release. Meitei Naha Club Ningthem Kunau Jiribam felicitated the players from Jiribam who bagged medals in the kickboxing tournament organized by WACO India Kickboxing Federation from July 19 to July 23 at Eastern Railway Sports Complex, Kolkata, West Bengal. The felicitation function was held at Ningthem Kunjao Community Hall, Jiribam. Altogether, 15 players from Jiribam participated in the tournament. 13 medals were bagged by the players, including 5 gold, 2 silver and 6 bronze medals. The team coach of the players from Jiribam were M. Chaningkombi Chanu, KH Basanta Singh and Iringbam Tabung. The felicitation function was attended by KH Brajamani Meitei, MNC President NG Ashok Kumar and Ingudam Sangmor as the Chief Guest, President and Guest of Honor, respectively. It's time for another short break. See you right back. Admissions open, Apex Public School, Santnagar, Delhi. Contact 999-006-1747 or 782-762-1392. CBSE affiliated. Admissions open for 2022-23 for classes 5 to 9 and class 11. AC hostel available for classes 5 to 9 and 11 at affordable price. Hostel facility for girls and boys. Secure environment. All streams offered: science, commerce and humanities. Highly qualified teaching staff, wide variety of sports activities, audio-visual smart classes, world-class infrastructure. For local information, dial 989-969-9355 or visit us on www.apexpublicschool.in or email us at apexschool25@gmail.com. Welcome back. Let's continue with the news updates. Retired Lieutenant General of Indian Army Dr. Konsam Himalaya maintained that as part of the big initiative taken up by India government to recruit Agniveer from across the country under Agnipat recruitment scheme, there is possibility that the maximum candidates will be recruited from Manipur. Speaking in an exclusive interview with ELITETV, Dr. Himalaya said most of the youth in Manipur are great in educational standards, physical status and initiative. Therefore, youths from Manipur will get much more benefits in the most innovative and transformation initiative taken up by the India government, he hoped. Dr. Konsam Himalaya further said that he believes most of the vacant posts in the Indian Army or Indian Navy or Indian Air Force will be able to be filled up by recruited candidates from Manipur.
Future prospect ke matang the government of India na scheme mayam lau thokre ko 10% reservation na BSF kumba CRP gumba adugumba da Agniveer Singh si adugumba da absorb toba public sector undertakings da absorb toba adagi atai Ministry of Defence ki establishment ke ade absorb toba atai mayam lau thokre adu Manipur gi Naharol gi di kamain toge da moigi prospect si Central Armed Police Force kumbada yamda chauba advantage legadra khale the Manipur gi haita radi Manipur the thabak tawge hairo di adugi scope to state government na khara preference pibagi ai hayan janingi kanra da moida preference khara de pida bdi yaroi UP na lokthokre Haryana lokthokre ba state government ke job sida Manipur government ki policy di ai hoji faudi tadri adubu tawgadra na ai khali kaigomba moina kaigomba regular ta hawdradi kamai to no moisi relocate to bai gadra re-employ to bai gadra so itna Manipur government so tawgne khatha je.
A total of 19 opposition members of the Rajya Sabha were suspended today for the remaining part of the week for their unruly behavior in the House. They include TMC members Dola Sen, Sushmita Dev, Dr. Shantanu Sen and Mausam Noor, DMK members Muhammad Abdullah, S. Kalyana Sundaram, Dr. Somu Kanimozi and TRS member Lingaya Yadav. When the House met at 2 p.m., opposition members including TMC, Aam Aadmi Party, Left, DMK and others again trooped to the well, raising slogans against the government over the issues of price rise, GST hike on essential items. Deputy Chairman Harivansh repeatedly asked for order in the House, but the protesting members did not pay heed. He warned them of disrupting the proceedings. He said the chair will have to invoke Rule 256 against them for continuously disrupting the proceedings. As ruckus continued, Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs V. Muralidharan moved a motion under Rule 256 to suspend protesting members for showing disregard against the chair and their unruly behavior in the House. The House accepted the motion with a voice vote. As the suspended members refused to leave the House, it was adjourned for 15 minutes till 2:38 p.m. When the House reassembled, the suspended members were still in the well. The chair repeatedly asked them to leave the House, but they refused. This led to adjournment of the House till 3:42 p.m. It may be mentioned here that Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla has suspended 4 Congress members for the rest of the monsoon session for unruly behavior and disrupting the proceedings of the House. The suspended MPs, along with other opposition members, were protesting with placards and shouting slogans against price rise and ignored repeated warnings from the Speaker. The 4 suspended Congress MPs are Manikam Tagore, Ramya Haridas, Jyotimani and T.N. Prathapan. Earlier, Speaker Om Birla had warned the protesting members, including from the Congress, TMC and DMK, that those who continue to shout slogans and display placards will have to do it outside the House. On the other hand, members of the DMK, left parties and NCP today walked out in the Lok Sabha protesting against the government for not taking up discussion over increase of GST on some essential commodities from the Lok Sabha. As soon as the House met in the post-lunch session, the opposition members trooped to the well of the House, demanding the government to roll back GST and revoking suspension of 4 members. Amidst uproar, the House took up the special mention of matters of urgent public importance under Rule 377. The opposition members, including DMK, left parties and NCP, staged a walkout from the House. Earlier, the opposition members also staged a walkout during question hour on the same grounds. Five more Indian wetlands have got Ramsar recognition as wetlands of international importance. These include 3 wetlands in Tamil Nadu, Karikeli Bird Sanctuary, Palikarnai Marsh Reserve Forest and Pichavaram Mangrove, Pala Wetland in Mizoram and Sakhya Sagar in Madhya Pradesh. There are now a total of 54 Ramsar sites in the country. Environment Minister Bhupendra Yadav said the emphasis Prime Minister Narendra Modi has put on environmental protection and conservation has led to a marked improvement in how India treats its wetlands. With 14,830 new COVID-19 cases being reported in a day, India's tally of coronavirus infections rose to 4,39,20,451. While the count of active cases has declined to 1,47,512, according to Union Health Ministry data updated today. The death toll due to the disease has climbed to 5,26,110, with 36 new fatalities being recorded, the data updated today showed. Active cases now comprise 0.34% of the total infections, while the national COVID-19 recovery rate was recorded at 98.47%, the Health Ministry said. A decline of 3,365 cases has been recorded in the active COVID-19 caseload in a span of 24 hours, it said. The daily positivity rate was recorded at 3.48% and the weekly positivity rate at 4.53%, according to the data. The number of people who have recuperated from the disease surged to 4,32,46,829, while the case fatality rate was recorded at 1.20%, it showed. According to the ministry, 202.5 crore vaccine doses have been administered in the country so far under the nationwide COVID-19 vaccination drive. India's COVID-19 infection tally had crossed the 20 lakh mark on 7th August 2020, 30 lakh on 23rd August, 40 lakh on 5th September, 50 lakh on 16th September, 60 lakh on 28th September, 70 lakh on 11th October, 80 lakh on 29th October, 90 lakh on 20th November and the 1 crore mark on 19th December 2020. India crossed the grim milestones of 2 crore cases on 4th May 2021, 3 crore on 23rd June 2021 and 4 crore on 25th January this year. 36 new fatalities due to the disease were reported across the country, 7 each from Kerala and West Bengal, 6 from Maharashtra, 3 from Gujarat, 2 each from Delhi and Punjab and 1 each from Chhattisgarh, Haryana, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Manipur, Meghalaya, Odisha, Tripura and Uttarakhand. A total of 5,26,110 deaths have been reported so far in the country, including 1,48,068 from Maharashtra, 70,393 from Kerala, 40,133 from Karnataka, 38,032 from Tamil Nadu, 26,303 from Delhi, 23,560 from Uttar Pradesh and 21,327 from West Bengal. The Health Ministry stressed that more than 70% of the deaths occurred due to comorbidities. The country figures are being reconciled with the Indian Council of Medical Research, the minister said on its website, adding that the state-wise distribution of figures are subject to further verification and reconciliation. For ELITETV News Channel, contact the email address info@elitetv.in or 940-289-0982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow us on Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter for more information about the channel. Before we wind up for the day, let's take a look at the headlines once again. 10th and 11th IRB recruitment result will be announced after the conclusion of the 12th Manipur State Assembly session, says CM N. Biren Singh. One more accused involved in manufacturing of brown sugar busted by Thawal police at Moijing Mina Bazaar arrested. Prime Minister's Street Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi Mahotsav celebrated in Imphal today. And India logs 14,830 new COVID-19 cases, 36 deaths in last 24 hours. Daily positivity rate at 3.48%. That's all for now. Thank you for watching ELITETV English News. Stay safe and have a great evening.